All right, let me make sure on my phone what you can see in here and stuff like that. Because I'm not sure that you can really see what I'm building. Okay, so let's look up YouTube. It looks like we're well lit though, so not mad at that. View channel. That's this. I can see, but can I hear? Yep. Okay, we can see and hear. Perfect. Okay, so let me get this started. So, um, according to, I don't know if I've live streamed this before. Apparently, I've never done videos of this before, so that's what I was trying to make sure I wasn't duplicating. But I've built this before. I was planning on, um, I don't even know if that doesn't seem like that's a good. I'd rather you see what I'm building here in my messy room. Okay, and that's probably a good stitch right there. So anyways, I built this before. Um, we had our house tinted not too long ago, and my body's super sensitive to all kinds of things. So I was going to, I put everything in garbage bags, and this was like maybe a year or two ago, and I'm still working on it. I mean, you can kind of see the mess that is my room. Still working on it. Um, so, and you can even like, even though I wiped this off, you can see the dust. For some reason, within the last decade or so, Southern California, it just gets really dusty here. Um, so I was going to wash everything, but like some of the stuff has stickers on it, so that would ruin that too. And I just can't do this every time um, things need to be dusted off or wiped off or anything like that. So uh, I put everything in bags, and that was the idea was I was going to wash everything, and then I didn't do that. So what I just told myself recently was just take the things out of the bag, wipe it down with a dry towel. If the dust comes off, it comes off, but like just rebuild everything because obviously stuff started to get ruined. So what I'm doing right now is I'm basically just rebuilding everything. I just finished rebuilding uh, my, I think you can see it over there. That is the tall neck from Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West, the video game. I just finished doing that, so I'm very happy and proud about that. And then now I'm working on the Lego Stranger Things. So I've already finished the first two steps, which was the bicycle and hopper. I'm now about to do the stand. One of the things is I've noticed not all of the like stuff is together as far as where I placed it. Um, like as I was putting stuff away, it's not all where it should be. Does that make sense? So, and I'm trying to go step by step. So if I'm missing something, like I have to go through a couple of bags, and like right now I couldn't. As of last night, I couldn't find Hopper, so I literally just dumped out. Can you see it in the background? No, you can't see the background anymore. I literally dumped out an entire tub, and I just was lucky enough that it was on the first tub that I was going through of papers. It just happened to be in there. So I was able to proceed with this. So we'll see how far we get. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, hold on. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 2, 4, 6. I can't count this out. 2, 4, 6, 8. No. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Perfect. So this is what we're supposed to have. And then one, it's a 2x4 is what I call them. Yeah, I almost was not going to stream this today just because I was like, did I already stream this once when I first built it? But I mean, I don't see it as a video. It might have been live streamed. Who knows? So we're on this step, and then we'll have one of the 2x4s again. Okay, how does this go? So that's like that. Then we do this. I'm not trying to teach you how to do it. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. And if people want to come in here and chat, I'm here for that too. This is my day off of work, which is like no excuse. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So if you're hearing me count, I'm just trying to make sure that what I'm picking is exactly what they are showing me in the instructions. Just because I like to be that careful when building anything, Lego or with any building set. Yeah, I didn't necessarily want the day off, but that's just kind of how things are going. And I really do want to attempt to do some Uber deliveries, but I also need to clean out my car for that and wash it. And I only allow myself to do certain things during certain times of the day, certain sessions I give myself. So that just didn't happen in my first session of the day, which was me doing stuff I need to do over the course of a day. So maybe in my next session, after my next meal, that's something that might happen, or just part of it at least. I would be happy with that as well. And then if we're talking about life updates and health updates and that sort of thing, I need to start figuring out what I can eat in order to do my job. 2, 4, 6. Because so far that is not working out to my best interest or advantage, whether it be financially or, you know, for feeling any kind of okay. So, and then this just goes on the end. I just see how dusty that is, which I guess I can get a Q-tip, but it's also, if you saw how difficult this was to get out, no one wants to be doing this all the time. I just want to put this together and let it be a piece in my home. Okay, and then 8 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1 of these. Is that really what this is? Because that looks like something that has a little bit more of a... I guess it could be. Did I choose one already? And this is just a flat piece. We've got 4 of these. 3, 4. Okay. Let's see what happens. So it still stays like this. We're going to go here. We have 2 of these. And a square piece. And then 2 more. It's getting a little bit warm in my room, so I will have to open a window. I was just thinking, because it started to get cold here, I was feeling like it might be time to take that big fan out of my room and put it back downstairs for the winter, but I was like, let's just see. Let's just see. Plus, I just got new filters for my air purifier. And it's like, I don't know how much I'm going to be using that during fall, winter, whatever you want to call this right now. So I definitely want to keep an eye on that, so I'm not wasting stuff. Oh, and it's not even, the camera's not even in a good, you're not even seeing me. I should probably tip it up a little bit. So you can see the mess in my room and then see me build here. I want to just, should I get a Q-tip out and just kind of clean it as I'm going? I think that might be a smart idea. I just don't want to waste my Q-tips either. Are they, can I get them without ruining lives? Let's see. Because I feel like this dusting part will be that time consuming. I'm just, again, that's not what I'm trying to do for the rest of my life. Okay. They're right here, so we'll just have them out for what happens moving forward. Okay. I feel like I just did this, right? Which was 6. And then 7 is this. We're just doing one of those. So like, for instance, Hecka Dusty. Yeah, no one's trying to do that for the rest of their life. Okay, and this goes here. And then what's next? We have, it's the 2 3s. You have one of the tans. You have this little piece here, and then the big part that has the sticker on it. So that's already been done for us. Thank you so much. So I'll leave that, and then I'll do the rest of this. And then this goes cool. So that's done. So we're on to page step 9. Or is this just a new? Page 22. So this will be the truck or the Jeep, which is already assembled, but I'm going to take it apart just because we don't know if anything's falling off or not. So let's get this to the bare bones minimum. The tires, I feel like it's supposed to just come off, but and then I think other than the minifigures, which they might have us do before we start doing the first part of the house, which would be the right side up and not the upside down. I don't know. See, I prefer to kind of just use my nails. Sometimes it's quicker than using the tool. Trying to figure out how the tool works situation. Okay. So we're looking for this piece right here, this gray part, because that's what starts this whole situation. And then hopefully what I just took apart is all that we need, so then I don't have to search for anything. Okay. So yeah, that's all one piece, right? Yeah, except for these are not. Why those are Hecka Dusty and nothing else is beyond me. Okay. I feel like that's not supposed to be in there. Is that a piece? It is. Interesting. How do you get that out? Yeah, that's not... Got me stumped. Maybe if I use the little lever. Nope. I feel like we're gonna break it, trying to get that piece out. I'm trying to use my nail in the little... But I think anytime I go in here to pick it out... There we go. Oh, almost. There we go. Okay, so we're looking for, we want this piece. We want 4 of these little, the tiniest pieces possible. I haven't seen them. I don't remember seeing them in here, but we'll look. Oh, it's probably these. Yeah, because it's showing that they're shiny too. So 2, 3, 4. Let's just take the tires off because I'm pretty sure that's what these are. So yeah, there's 1 and 2. And then 2 of these are the parts, we pulled these off already. These are the parts that hold that piece on, I believe. And there should be 2 of them. It's these. Okay. So let's take this. We're basically just putting together what we just took apart. So 1, 2. And they want us to flip it over and put this on there. So like that. I want us to do that twice. Flip it over. Right in the center. No. It's that way. Okay. And then with this also flipped over, we're going to put this Does it go right on there like that? No, it can't. It's got to be like right there. I feel like that makes sense. Yeah. So I feel like that's correct. Flip it over. We need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these are going to go right here. So I'm seeing that that's a little bit above. So I think I put the placement on those correctly. Love that journey for us. And then the same for down here. Okay, and then 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Is there another one that's already attached like that? Okay, and then let's say 6. Okay, so I feel like these are the right things. And they're probably going to be attached the same way. So I will leave it like that for now. And we'll look at it. So yes, it's going to be there. So I'm just going to make it sure that it's on there good. I don't know if you could hear that clicking, but it just tells me that it's good to check those. You just don't know. Okay, and then where's this gonna go? Right side up. This is gonna go right in here. I just kind of give it a double pressure to make sure it stays in there. Sometimes I feel like it clicks and sometimes it doesn't. And I feel like sometimes it's a little bit fragile when you're like redoing it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, 2 of these dark grays, and then that piece that we pulled out. What did I do with that? Oh, right here. Okay. That's fair. Okay, so then on this, we're going to do a little side-by-side action, and then whatever this is supposed to be on a vehicle. Yeah, it's a little bit warm in here. Got the window open. But I also did just drink a Trenta. I tried to do a non-dairy salted caramel cream cold brew today. Definitely didn't, I don't like the taste of it. But it was free. So I'm good with that. That's why I got it, because I had enough points to get a free drink. And why wouldn't you get a Trenta? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I hope that's in there good. We're on to step 5. Let's have some water. I can definitely feel a little bit warmth, and I don't know if it's from the coffee, so I want to kind of flush that out. So we got 2 of these, and these are going to go, we're not sure yet, and then 1, the yellow. So this will go like this, according to the picture. And then we have 2 tans, like the small ones. Do we have those readily available? Let's see, one right here. Oh, let's just leave it because it's going to be, it's probably this part of the thing, totally. Yeah, because I want 2 of these. So we got 2 and 2. So this is going to go right here. So it looks like that. And then 2 of the black. Okay. And then we're going to have this orange thing, or whatever they call this color. So that, and then a 6. And it's going to go boop and boop. And then we have 2 red and 2 of, yeah, so it's this and this, I'm sure. Yeah. And those are going to go right here. 11 is, we're going to take that. And then, oh, it's already got one on it. We'll just use this one because I'm assuming this is a 4. We'll look, yeah. Okay, and that's going to go right in the middle there. And then we're building the bumper, which should have already, I think, put together. So it's going to be 1, 2. This is 2, 4, right? It's got to be. Yeah, 2, 4, 6. So 1 of the 2, 4, 6 there. I got 2 of these, and then a white one. But it's got to be a small white one. Do I have one of those hanging around? There it is. Nope. Is it? No, it's got to be just a twofer. Okay. Oh, it's the license plate, so it should have a sticker on it. You would you'd think I would have caught that. That would be easy to be seen. But it's got to be under something. How am I missing that completely? Did it fall? Come on now. Let's just try to flip everything over and see. Where we're missing. Those are too high. That would be like the windows. Yes, it's not that. Nope. That's the wrong color. Yep. And it's small. So weird. Did I drop it? I don't remember not seeing that though. So again, this is a case where I'm gonna have to look around. Because like, look. There we go. I just want to double check. Like, boo. I don't want to have to look around for this, but I will. I will if I have to. That's not supposed to be here. It's literally just one little flat thing. But it'll be so weird. Yeah, I don't see it here. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of investigation and hope I can find it. Otherwise, this will halt. This will halt our work. So let me see. This is a Stranger Things bag. So it should have Stranger Things stuff in it. This might be right here. Nope. Dang it. Oh, here it is. I was going to say that was going to be too easy. Still too easy. But I'm happy about that. So this is the piece that we were just working on, but it's already put together. So maybe what I'll do is I'll trade this in for that one. And maybe we'll do this. Nope. Turn your gaze this way. No. Merlin's beard. Come on now. Again, not a great view where you just get my belly. But okay. So same stuff, right? But this has it already on it. Okay. I'm happy about that. So then this is going to go on here. Oh, and then they want us to attach it to the thing already. I'm down with that. And this is going to go right there. Let's see, step 14. And we're going to take 2 of these. One and a 2 and a 2 to the 3. Okay, where did those go? Those go here. And it's going to go just around the yellow part. Okay. And then it's one of these. We got 2 of the 3s, which I think might just be this part right here. Yeah. So let's use our little tool. Is there another 3 in here? I don't see it. And then this big long one. Okay, so we got 2, 3, 4. So this is going to go to one side, and then you have this. It didn't even feel like anything, me putting on it. So weird. How that's stable, I don't even know. Did you hear my insides? Did you hear my insides? Okay. And then we have, this is going to be a 6. So that's too long. It's probably this right here. Yeah. So 1, 6, and then we're going to have, this is a 2x4. Okay. Oh, and we want 2 of those. Do we have a second? And there we go. Okay, and this is going to go right here and right here. Okay. I'll be jazzed if we can get to the first part of the house today. I don't know what's in our cards, but 2, 3. Oh, I should have just left it together because this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So, oh no, it's not. This should be a single right now. Interesting. Will this help us? Yeah, but we want 2. Okay, so we want 2 and then 4 of those. So we do this 2 times. And then attach it. Okay. Okay, and then 18 is, we have 2 of these. Okay. And then they both say Hawkins Police Department on them. And these are going to go right in here. And then we're doing, what is it, the steering wheel. And one of the gray is this. Okay. So at the front, it's going to be here and here. And if you're asking yourself, where can I get this? I think this is a discontinued set. I'm pretty sure I bought it from eBay for way too much money, if I remember correctly. And then 2, but it was a long time ago. Like pre-pandemic, maybe? And then we want 2 of these. And these are going to go at the front in line with the other black that's on the vehicle. And then 4 of these. Just make sure these all look the same. And then 1 2x4. Okay. And this is going to go here to hopefully hold that on. And these are going to go the very front. Probably to hold on some sort of bumper. Okay. $22 is going to be, we want 2 of these. And then 2 of the 3s. Do we have another one of those? Uh-oh. Praise be. Okay. Where does this go? So this is going to go here and here. And then these go right behind them to hold this on. Nope. Okay. And then 2 of the pinks. Okay, and these are going to go right here. And then 4 of these guys. Right? Okay. Just trying to make sure it's the right color. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of them, and 2 of these little things. Okay. Is that how they do it? We're going to do that twice. Okay, and where do these go? They're going to go. Interesting. So it aligns the pink and the tan on both sides here. Okay. And then it's 2 of these. It's a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay. And then 2 grays, and these are 4s. It's a 6. We need a 4. Okay. So now what are we doing? It's going to be oranges in the front. And then right behind it, we'll have these on both sides. And then there's gray parts go in the middle. There. Okay, and then you have 1, 2. It's going to be these 2. So 2 of those, and then 2 of these little claws. There's another one. And then 6 of these darker. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. So it's gonna go. Oh, I feel like that came off a little bit. And then there. And then this. And then on the other side, you have. Oops. There. There. And then this is going to go right there. Where does this other one go? Oh, directly on that side. Okay. And then we want 2 of these. And then 2 of these white. 1, 2. Right? Okay. And so one's going to have that side, one's going to have the other side. Okay, perfect. So if we're like this one's going to go over here. And then this one is going to go on this side. And then you have these right in here. And this one will be right over here. Okay. Step 28. So then we're going to have 2 of these. Ooh, find that. Somebody find that for me. That we might have to dig for. I'm not seeing another one. That sucks. Yeah, I don't see one. Wow. Okay. There's going to be 2 of those. There's also going to be 2 of these. Which do I see another one of those? Because I don't think I do. Yeah, because those are smaller. Boo. Okay, and then 2 of these. Oh, wait, hold on. There's something hiding. Okay, so I do have another one of these. I do need to find that other gray part, though. So let's look into our bag and see if... How did I mess this up? Just checking on the ground really quick because it is a really small piece. And very easily could have... Okay, is this our Stranger Things bag? Yes. Let's check here first. There it is right there. Cool. I'm just going to keep this close because I feel like I see other pieces that look like they go to this vehicle. Okay, that's my light dusting situation that I've been doing. Okay, come back to us. We're building over here. Okay, so then 2, 2, 2. Let's grab our vehicle. These still look very long. Let's see. If I do this and put the orange on, the orange is supposed to go up to, I think, yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Just checking because that little part is going to go right on here. And then let's just put that on the other side to match. Okay. And then we have the pumpkin, which the green part's already on there. Love that for us. And then there should be like a little fence part, which we're just doing one of. So we're going to take that. Okay. So the pumpkin is going in the back. And then this will just go. I think this just attaches to the little crab hands. That's what I would call that. Okay. And then I feel like we're just going to leave this because I think that's what we're seeing. So it's that piece, this piece, that piece for sure, and then that. Okay. But it wants us to have 2 of those clear ones. Oh, because there's one at the top and one at the bottom, right? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. So we basically made good of that. Okay, what they want us to do at the opposite side, which is probably that one right there. Okay, so this one's going to go on this side. And it's just attaching to that part like that. Okay. And then we're going to make the other side, which again is, I want to say 2 of those. There's the middle piece. There's this bottom piece. And then there's this, right? Okay. And so they're going to put it 1, 2 here and then reverse this one because I probably should just use the other one. No worries. No one's hurt. Okay. And then this is going to go here. Okay. Step 32. Okay, so I think this is already built. So we want 2 of these. Then we want 2 of the silvers, which are there. And then we have 2 of the ledge things that are there. And then we need 1 of these. Okay, so we have this. And then they have this that sits on it. And the green. And then you flip it over and you put the grills on. And this is going to go in here. It's going to sit. Like, where does it attach, though? Oh, maybe it goes in the wheel. Okay. And then just kind of rests in there. Okay. Live your best life. And then I'm pretty sure this is this because we want 2 of those. So there's our second one. And then we want 2 grills and then 4 of these clear ones. So it looks like this. So there'll be this, and then there's 1 of this. And how are we doing this? It's going to be here. And then here. Loves it. And then we have 2, 4, 6, 1. So 1 of those. And then we have 2. They're probably still on here. So let's 2, 4, 6. Let's use the one that already has the 2 on there because I'm sure that's how we're going to use it. And then this is going to be the larger of the 2, which is 6. Perfect. So it's going to be this, there. Yeah. Show us how to do this. So that's been done, and this is going to go on the front of the car on where those. Okay. And then we're going to have, this is going to go across here. It's attaching to all these different parts. Okay. Feel decent about that. And then we're going to have these go in line with the silver parts. And then this just kind of, and then same on this side. Okay. So then let's do 2. And then 1 of these, which it looks like we're getting close to being done with the Jeep, which I love that. Okay, and then this is just going to flip over, and because it's got to be this way. Cute. And then step 36, we have this twice. Just look how dirty that is. Okay, and those are going to go on topsies. I guess it's going to hang off the front a bit. So that's a good note there. Okay, and then you have, this is a 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 6, 8. I don't know if you can tell how dusty that is, but let's see if we can wipe it off a little bit. Okay, and then 2, 4, 6, 2 of those. And then you have 1 of these, which is 2 on the top. Okay, so then this is going to go like this. And then you have these. Is this going to be challenging? Let's find out. So it really only attaches at the top here of this front part. Okay. And then we have, it's going to be blue, one red. It's going to be the grill. And this is a 246. It's already made. Uh-huh. Although, you know, it is just, are the grills all the same? They are. Okay. And then this is going to go just on here. Right here. Love that journey for us. And then we have the tires. There should be 4 of them, and there are. And these are dusty as heck. And they say the same thing on both sides, so I don't think it really matters. Unless it's like backwards on one side and on. No, I don't think it matters. So we're just gonna put these on. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. So like obviously it's gonna go on that way and not like that. Oh, I get smarter as the days get long. All right. So that's done. 36. All right, so we're on step 36. This is gonna start to get big, so I'm gonna move this stuff that we've completed onto my entertainment center because otherwise I'm not gonna have room. And where did this go? Did I miss a step? Oh, you know what? That probably comes up later when we attach it. Because I think, yeah, because you can flip it upside down and all around and all that fun stuff. Okay, so I think we'll just leave this up there for fun. And we're going to get started on the upper part. And it looks like we're going to have to look for one of the characters too. So let's take what I have. Oh, okay. Okay, so there's the roof. Oh, but it doesn't even show that we're doing that part yet. Well, we can still put it up in the vicinity. Yeah, this is gross. And even with me dusting it with a towel, this crud is not coming off. It's moving when I use the Q-tip. But like, again, I'm not trying to do this all the time. Yeah. If you really want stuff clean, you gotta rinse it off or something. Okay, so I'll allow for this to be up in this area. Is this the light? Yep, and that still works, so love that. Let's see if I have the character that we're using. I want to say it's Mike. I know I have him somewhere, but he's obviously not in this group of friends here. Okay. So yeah, this is partially what it's going to look like eventually, but we're not there yet. Let's see what I can take off. I feel like pieces are falling out apart while I. Oh, yeah. Just put that over there. Because I don't think we get started on the trees. From what I'm looking at, it just wants Mike and the ground for this part. Yeah. So I'm just going to keep this all close to me so that we know. Oh, the part, oh yeah, let's unattach this. Yeah, there's definitely something that's holding it together. Which should help with this. Oh, Nelly. Oops. Okay. Sweet baby Jesus. Yeah, because this is the part that we really need. But I also need this to come apart. Oh, Barb. Where is Barb? Yeah, because something's attaching it here too. Oh, okay. It's so funny because I don't know if you saw a second ago when I took the other one off. It came off a lot easier than this. But maybe now it's because everything's relying on this one. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah, because there's parts there that definitely need to come off in order to... That really should be enough, but clearly it's not. Okay, I think that's what... No? Still no? Okay. How is that not enough? They're like, you got to do the bottom part too. You get it. Oh, there we go. Works for me. Okay. So, like I said, we're going to be working on this part first, to the best of my knowledge. So let me just wipe this down, even though you can see how dirty this is. It's like insanely dirty. Okay. Like insanely dirty. Okay, and then just let all that fall off. And this dude. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's find Mike. Oh, I think I see him on the floor. Perfect. And he might be fully put together. Just dust him off. Okay. So yeah, he has his hair, his head, his little body, bottom half. That's his little flashlight and his little walkie-talkie. Okay. So we're just going to put him over onto my entertainment center so that he is what I would call safe for now. Okay, so let's bust this apart. Because I know we need this. Oh, it might be the under parts too. Okay. And it's crazy. I really don't have anywhere to put this right now either. But, and I wasn't gonna do this, but I didn't want to. I finished the other Lego build last night during my session, and I didn't want to attempt the Gundam markers the first time that late at night, just in case it has a bad smell that I can't handle. Because that could always be a thing. You just never know. Okay. So, oh, I don't think... I guess these under pieces that I need, like I said before. I think it's actually this green here. It has all this on it. And it does. If you can see how much dust just came off onto the booklet, it's insane. Absolutely insane. Oh, you're not even looking. Pay attention. Okay, so I want to say it's an orange and then 3 greens. You know, I'm so dumb. I should just be dumping this out into this empty tub that I have right next to me. I don't know why I didn't think about that earlier. It would just make this that much easier. Oh well. We're already in it. Already invested. Okay. So it should be 3 greens and the orange. So here's our green. Let's see, will this help get this off? Yeah. Yeah, and my cleaning, in my room cleaning sessions, I was also doing some of this Lego work since this takes up room. But I think I need to start concentrating on actually cleaning during those sessions so that I eventually have some place to put this, because I don't think I can keep this on the shelves. I think it needs to be somewhere where it has like I might have to put it in my closet up on the upper, like the shelf area, where it's got an actual, not a grating, but like a flat surface to stand upon. Because I feel like this and my other pieces that I'm going to be putting together over the course of however long this takes me, I think they require a little bit more stability under them. So they're not stuff that I can really just put right behind me on those shelves. Okay, so I need one more green, right, to start this process? Why am I missing a green? Oh, it's right there. There's so many pieces to this. It's going to be a hot, fiery mess. Look like trying to find all the pieces when I need them. Welcome to today's challenge. I don't know what I'm going to do for lunch, because technically nothing has been working. And the only things that I have to test out are kind of duplicates of what I ate for breakfast. So I don't necessarily want to do that again, even though it's from home and fresh or whatever. Okay, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8 by 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So 8 by 16, 2, 4, 6, 8, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I think that's right. It's got to be. Yep. And there's 3 of them. And then we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 6, 8. Yep. Okay. Perfect. So that's what we're supposed to have. I'm going to put these over here. These are the fallen pieces that I would wipe off again before I putting them on here. Okay. This too. I now need to have all the space in the world. Okay. I love that it asks for all that, and then it's just like, you don't need all of it right now. Okay. So this is that same piece again. 2, 4, 6, 8, right? 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yes. And then there's going to be a long gray, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, Jesus, 2, 4, 6, 12, 14, and 12, 14, 16. I can't tell if that's a... Yeah, so that's perfect. And then 2, 4, 6 of these tan ones. Let's see if I have that. In case I don't see those right off the bat. Are they these? Yeah, it's these, and I need 2 of these. Okay, 1 more of these. There it is. Oh no! Okay. 2, 4, 6. Yep. Okay, so how are we going to do this? It's going to go upside down. And then right in the middle, methinks. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then cut off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So it's there, and then one on one side and one on the other. Okay. Step 2. We have another gray, which is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 14, 16. My eyes are going crazy. And so then we're going to have that and then a green 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to have a 2 by 4 of the green, which is going to be this dusty old thing. Okay. So then this is going to go, okay, this is here, and this is here, right? Okay. Oh, no, that's wrong. Jesus, Davy. That's going to go there. Praise be. Praise be. Where you at? Why you moving around? Okay, and then this is going to go off to the side like that. I don't like the way that it's squeaking. But maybe I just need to be doing it on here. Okay, and then we're going Full Metal Jacket. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. There's one. We need one of these green, which is like a 6-piece. Is it this? No, it's bigger than that. It's one of these. Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, and we're just doing one of these, and then there should be a thin tan thing, which looks like this. So I'll happily take this. 2, 4, 6, 8 by 3. Then we have 2 of these reds. Which are these, I'm assuming. It's a 4 by 2, 4, 6. Yep. And then 4 yellows, which are just these little 3Bs. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. Okay. So what are we doing with these, y'all? They're really testing us. Okay, so this is going to go here. Oh, that's why it's... Well, why don't I just put it over here then? Let it sink to my level. And then here. I just don't know if it's supposed to be like that much of a gap like that. I guess so. Okay. And then I feel like it just goes in line with the blue. But I need to really figure that out. Okay, so the red is going to be on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then somewhere in here. Is it completely? It might just be center there. And the same on the other side. I'll accept that. And then maybe 2.5 in, and I feel like that's not giving us much. I think this goes here. Yeah. Because I see a bit, and then here. That would make sense. And then 2, yeah. I'm going to go with that. And then this one over here, I feel like might be on the same, it's on the same plane, but I feel like I can see a hole, and then we should see a mid. No. So it's going to be in here. I think this is it. And then as far as the next one down, we see 2, or I would say it's probably on the same plane as well. I mean, I don't know. Okay, because I don't see a whole one. We do see a whole one here, and then it splits, and then you have 2 over there. I'm going to say that this is correct. Which, is that in line? Yeah, that's in line. I'm not sure if that's how it looks on here, though. It might be in line with that one. And then here, I feel like that's free of anything, and this has to be a little bit higher. And then you do have 2, and then it bites off the 1. So I would say, like here. I don't feel like it's really in line. It doesn't look in line. So weird. But I feel like that's right. Because it's 2 and then bite off, and then this is bitten off, and then over here I feel like it's 2, and then it could be bitten off. But over here it's bitten, single, and then probably here, and this one's bitten off. We don't see this. Up here it's 1, 2, and then bitten off maybe, and then it's definitely bitten off here, and we don't see this, and this would be bitten off a hole and then bitten off, and then over here bitten off a hole and possibly bitten off, so that would track as well. I'm going to say that that's correct. And then we're flipping it over because we're going to start adding some detail, and it's going to be like this. And what we're looking for now is a brown that's like a 3, so like maybe, oh, a brown that's a 6, sorry. So it's probably this, and then a 2x4, which is, I would say, is probably right under this. Excuse me. And then a single, yeah. That's that same color. We definitely need 2 of these. And I would say 1 of these. Oh, Jesus. And then the tans. There are these. Yeah, so I need 2 of these. There's another one. I also need 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. And then the green, I need a 2x4. I need two 2x4s that are that green. So there's one. Nope. Nope. There we go. I kind of want to do this to kind of separate what we're using. Okay, and then I need 4 of these. So good luck with that. Let's see how easy that's going to be to find. And if it's like still attached to anything, or if it broke off and fell off and I threw it over there. Here's another one. So just 2 more to go. Okay, just 1 more to go. I must have peeled it off. And this is the roof, so that's not going to help us. Okay. So it was clearly on a piece, and I peeled it off, and it either fell or it's over here somewhere. Or I didn't do a good job of looking. Those are the options. Let's see. I'm almost for sure that it's got to be up here because I'm not seeing it. And clearly I peeled it off. So let me just, and it's just one. Let me just see if I can do a location. Stitch. Oh. Okay, so let's put that over there. Backtracking. Backtracking your steps. It's the lightest of greens. Okay. I thought I saw it for a second there. That would have been too easy. There it is. Woo! Okay. So 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so let's start doing this. Okay, so it's going to be like, you know, that part you just broke off? It's exactly that. Okay. So then we have, only on this side, we're going to use this. Okay. And then just one in from that, we're going to do this. And then we'll do 3 of these in line with that. I was like, I can feel the camera moving away. Rude. Come on, camera. Show us your best life. Okay. And then where's this going? It's going to go on here. And then we're going to do boop. Okay, perfect. So that's everything. Okay, then we do have 2 of these. One. This is another one. Perfect. And then we have 2 more of the things we just used, these ones. That's this. Okay. And then 4 of, I'm going to assume these ones. We'll just be really careful with the sizing once we are for sure putting it on. Is that the same size? Yes. So it's 4 of those. And then we have 2 of these. Super dusty. And 2 of these ones. Okay. So 2, 2, 2, 4, 2. Show us how this works. Okay. So we're looking at this, right? We're going to put this here. It's going to be this. And then we're going to have that. And then we have one of these just to the right of this, right? So there's going to be a gap. And then you'll have this that goes over it. And then next to that, you have one of these. So this should cover up like 3 spaces, right? Perfect. And then it's going to go to here, to another one of these. Remember, those are all the same size. And then this, which takes you to the end. And then you have this in line. And then 2 of these right here that leave the end open. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to step 6. We need so much space. And we don't have it. Okay. So then we're going to use a green. Let me just make sure it's the right one. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, so this is the right one. And then we need 2 of the orange things that have the circle. Excuse me. And then one of these. It has like one of my hairs in it. It's so weird. You need one more of those. Cool. So 2. Yeah. So, and there's my insides again. Making noises. So we're going to do one off, and then one next to it, and then there, and there we go. Okay, this looks like the complex stuff. let's get into this. I'm pretty sure it's this piece that's already put together, and then we'll do one of these. I'll need 2 of the smaller ones. I feel like it's a lighter color though. Nope, it's this darker color. You're all right, baby. So let's just take this one, even though I'm sure I've got ones that are loose. Okay, so it's 2 of those. It's 2, 4, 6, a 6 of the tan long. So like this. Do I need these pieces? No, not for this. Okay. So it's that. It's 2 long ones of these. Nope, it's not that. Of this. So I need another one. That's this size. I'm guessing. And since they're out and available, I'm sure it's those. So let's put them on here just because we know we're going to use this part right here. Okay. Just to stage them. one of the 4s. So that, which is super dusty. And then we need a 1 of a light green, which is going to be this. 2, 4, 6 for the bathrooms. That's probably going to happen in a second. And then a 4x4 of this darker. And we just need 1 of them. Yep. Okay. So just as we knew was going to happen, that's already put together for us. Because we already did this once. So I'm going to do this. So that's the perfect size. Oh, so this is the wrong color, I think. Right? Do we have darker colors of these? Because that matches, and it's not supposed to... Yeah, this... Okay, so let's trade this out. What's interesting... Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. And we have to really pay attention. Let's go back a little bit. Yeah, so that's the right coloring. But this coloring, I think it's supposed to be... It's not... I don't think it's this bright. Oh, meow. I think it's this color. So I need to find the coloring for that. It's more this other color. So like for instance, it would be this instead. And then for these 2, it would be this instead. So let's just fix that now. Okay. So we're looking at, even though it does look like, who knows? We're going to find out. We'll eventually find out. Like pieces will not match or something. That's how this all goes. And then this is going to go here. That's just how that is. We have this going, or this goes here. Then we have this. So this. And then this, which is going to be the last one, with like 3 hanging off, which sounds about right. And then this is going to go here. Okay. So then you have this. Okay. Now that we got through that hurdle, I think it's 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, it's one of these. It's another one of the browns. It's the 4. We have one that's broken off already. I'm going to say no, so we're going to just take the one that's there. And then we need another one of those big green ones, which I don't see. So that might be something that I put over here. Yep. Oh, because that's all those pieces ready to go. 6. Okay. So how do we want to do this? So for this part, we're doing, it's going to go here. There's supposed to be a green part, right? The green goes under here. Does it match up? It goes, so it covers up there and gives us 2 spaces there. And then this other piece is going to go under here, showing off 3 by 4 there. So really lining up with that. Oh, yeah, I wasn't really paying attention. My bad. So then 2 of these green pieces have ones that are, and it's a 6 by 3. Yeah, and then a brown square, which I feel like we had another one up here. Yeah. The 4x4. Yep. Okay. So with this, it wants us to do this, and then this one's going to go over here, leaving us with that part there. And then where's our other one going to go? This one's going to go up here, kind of just going off that, like that. Yeah, that seems right. And then step 10, we get to attach it to this, which we love. Okay, so then this is going to attach to this part. No. It attaches to this part, just like that. And it's just this piece that's going to be attaching. Okay. Which, funny story about this is that, like, we had this piece together like this. Again, I feel like I'm going to continue to say that. But we're redoing everything. So that's how that goes. Okay. So now we have this. And we have, yeah, no, there. 2 of these little tan pieces and then 2 of these green ones. So these are 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. And then 2 of like the tan. They're these essentially. Yeah, I just need 2 of them. So I just need to find a second one. And I don't even care if it's attached to something. I think it's these. Woo. Okay. Am I getting a call or is that my alarm going off? Oh, that's my alarm going off to end my dream. So let's just do this piece and then we'll cut it off. So where is this going to go? This is going to go right here. And it just flushes with that. Okay, and then just above these goes there and there. Okay, so we're going to leave off on step 12 is where we're going to start next time, but this is what we have so far of the flooring. So I'll put that right in there to save our spot. And thank you for being here, and hope everyone's doing okay. And maybe sometime this weekend we'll do more of this, because otherwise it's just a mess in my room. But yeah, let's get out of here. Bye. And